As part of effort to contribute its quotas to the socio-economic development of the country, Nasrullah Alifati Society (NASFAT) has successfully hosted the main-day edition of its Business Breakfast Roundtable. It was held on Saturday, January 11, 2025 at the 4 Point by Sheraton Hotel at Victoria Island, Lagos. The gathering was a convergence of economists, tax practitioners, financial risk management experts, investors, employers of labor, and the who is who in NASFAT, among others, who gathered to discuss how households and businesses can successfully navigate the country's complex economic realities. The theme of the parley is Global Economic Crisis, the Slope, the Hope, the Hope. At the parley, experts engaged intensely in analytical discussions around the pitfalls and prospects of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's bold but controversial economic reforms, looking at the implications for businesses and individuals and how best to successfully navigate the opportunities. The keynote address was delivered by a seasoned professional, Dr. Munda Yusuf, the Chief Executive Officer for the Center for the Promotion of Private Enterprise, who was also the immediate past Director General of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. There were two panel sessions also focusing on the topic Faith, Finance, and the Future, Building a Resilient Businesses in a Globalized Economy. The duos of Tela Fatai, the Chief Operating Officer at Alternative Bank, and Mr. Sulaiman Balogun, the Chief Executive Officer of Property Pro, were on hand to discuss extensively the unique approach of ethical banking, otherwise known as Islamic banking, and its impact on the country's economy. The session was moderated by an Islamic on-air personality, Hajia Aminat Adam. During his presentation, the keynote speaker summarized that in spite of the painful hiccups being experienced as a result of the ongoing economic reforms, the year 2025 outlook looks promising for a better deal.
This is what I was thinking about, flexibility of business models. Business model is the way you run your business. You have to be a bit flexible. If some things are not working out, you have the option of even dropping some things. You have the option of changing your packaging. You have the option of even reducing the quantity inside the packaging. Have you not seen that with some biscuits and sweets and all of that? Even the gala.
He also advised businesses to avoid tempting foreign loans to operate local businesses, as the volatility in FX markets can ruin such an enterprise. He further advised,
as a business person, we need to also see how we can be flexible with the way we are doing it, taking into account some of these changes that are taking place in the economy. So these dynamics demand that business strategies are constantly reviewed to ensure relevance, resilience, and competitiveness. It's extremely very important.
The panelists were also of the opinion that ethical banking is one of the strategic solutions to the economic problem in the country, and Nigeria should take maximum advantage of it. They said this assertion has been well established in the success of Sukuk funding of capital projects like roads and other infrastructures in the country. They encourage Nigerians to support it and motivate their children to study Islamic banking in school so as to position themselves for the opportunities available in the sector.
Business, and you have an understanding of how the business will run from beginning to the end. If you want to collect money from a bank or from someone, you know how much you're going to pay the person back. One of the problems we have as human race is uncertainty and unpredictability. Today, from the economic review, we heard that dollar used to be 700, 400, 100, 200. Today, nobody can actually say that this is what's going to happen in the next 1 or 2 months. So because of that, people tend to do different things to get to the promised land. And that is why the non-interest bank, Ethical Bank of India, Islamic Finance comes to first.
There are certain things you have maybe thought this is the way we can this is the only way we can do it. Are there other alternatives? Let me use a classic example. Even our banks have started, at the point when diesel costs really went through the roof, banks started saying, oh, we used to close at 5, we are closing at 2 now. Yes, and some branches were closing at 2 p.m. Branches that I remember a time in this country where we used to go to bank, where you could go to a bank on a Saturday That's off.
NASFAT President Alhaji Abdul Wahid Abdul Rauf, who doubles as the chief host of the event, in his remarks said the Business Breakfast Roundtable is an attempt to galvanize the Muslim community in business to network and cross-fertilize ideas on how to further ease up the Nigeria's economic problems.
One of our agents of change is this session today. We want to change the paradigms in the economic sectors of the world and want to start in our country. This first session we are holding today, as we are starting it today, may Allah put barakah in it. This session today will review Nigerian economy. What do we have last year in 2024? What are the opportunities that we have abandoned, that we refuse to exploit on? The challenges are rearing everybody, and I think everybody is getting stabilized to realize there's a lot in this economy.
Today, Saturday, January 11, 2025, the National Alifati Society has debuted with Business Breakfast Gathering. This is an organization, this is a program that converges captains of industry, economic experts, policymakers, and business owners to talk about the economic trajectory in the country. Some of the ways that are recommended as the way out is the maximization of company resources in terms of competencies and skills of employees. It has been highlighted that it is important for companies to tighten the noose so that the company can deliver with limited resources that they have. At the 4-point by Sheraton Center, the venue of the Business Breakfast meeting, NASFAT, Shaki